Thank you for joining us today and welcome to today's webinar on how Retail 4 and integrated omnichannel retailing translates into profits. My name is Paula De Silva and I'm the EVP of Partners and Alliances from CityXis. Today we're going to talk about the next iteration of retail, that being Retail 4. It is not just an industry buzzword that sounds fabulous. In fact, it describes a system of integrated omni-channel retailing that translates into real profits and real return on investment. New technology and increasing consumer demands and obviously the rapidly shifting economic conditions are continuing to reshape the retail industry, and certainly as we enter the next phase of the retail evolution, what industry insiders refer to as Retail 4. This new environment will require retailers and suppliers to lean into digital transformation, basically take it seriously, implement omni-channel sales and a greater reliance on data and a more customer-centric approach to the supply chain and their overall business. Just a quick overview. As I mentioned, I work for CityXis Technologies. We are a channel business-centric organisation focused on taking innovative technology and turning it into fabulous solutions for the retail industry. A couple of stats before we progress and dive into the presentation for today. We as an organisation are present physically as CityXis in 22 global offices. We are represented within the market across 300 partners. We have sold our solution today in 90 plus countries, and as an organisation we are approximately 250 employees strong. Our solution is none other than iVend Retail. It is a digital store platform that encompasses 6 different modules that are all designed to seamlessly manage the front end of our operations for a retailer. The solution out of the box caters for omnichannel retailing at every touch point. A solution designed and optimized for true omnichannel success with seamless integrations to ERP solutions to provide that true end-to-end solution. A solution also that is highly scalable, that allows you to start as small as 1 store and expand to 300 plus. And overall a solution, when implemented, that offers a low total cost of ownership. The agenda for today. Now, iVend Retail recently published an ebook about Retail 4, which was the inspiration for the content and all the data that we're actually going to share in today's webinar. We consistently see measurable returns on investment reported by retailers post-implementation who added a new point of sale, implemented click and collect services, also put in place into their business's mobile point of sale, moved to a single stock pool inventory system and integrated with their ERP systems or implemented a loyalty program. In each of these instances, there was a correlating increase in profits and certainly a decrease in costs. Throughout today's webinar, I'll be sharing some of that return on investment data with you. We also observe that there are specific characteristics that most Retail 4 businesses have in common. And these topics basically form the gist of the presentation to you today. But first, how did we arrive in the Retail 4 era? Briefly, I'll discuss the evolution of retail. It's certainly helpful to take a step back in time and look at where we came from before we discuss where we're going and what the industry is going through today. I love this slide and hopefully you share my excitement when you see it as well. So how did we get here? Well, in a word, technology. We can't avoid it. It's here to stay. So as humans developed new tools and certainly new innovations were available, They were applied to the retail industry and it moved us forward to our current state today. And what we see depicted in this retail evolution image is the integrated digital payment. Where we are currently, the Retail 4 environment, which brings with it innovative technology that will allow us to anticipate market shifts and make more informed decisions when it comes to areas like marketing and inventory management. But the end goal is to improve the overall customer experience across all touchpoints and channels. Over the past half century, new technology has pushed the retail industry through 4 distinct eras of customer engagement and data utilization, which I'd like to cover with you briefly as we continue. The first era, the era of the cash register and Excel spreadsheets, is described as the single channel retail, Retail 1, marked a time when the point of sale front end existed as a distinct and separate entity from other business systems. This resulted in poor customer experience that included frequent pricing errors at the register, stockouts on the shelf, and overall a lack of visibility into both current inventory and future product demand. I believe that you'll all agree here today that it was a highly inefficient system, but that's really what was available to retailers at the time. And I think you'll also agree that we're all happy to see the emergence of technology and its positive impact on the retail industry itself. Next came the emergence of true point-of-sale solutions that went beyond the cash register, described here in Retail 2, where retail went from a single channel to a multi-channel system thanks to the internet and e-commerce. The point of sale could interface automatically with price databases and inventory systems. Customers were limited in that they couldn't buy an item in one location and return it to the same retailer at a different location. Inventory movement between stores was still complex and highly manual. While there were multiple systems operating in the storefront, few, if any, were integrated. But this was a huge leap forward for us and set the foundation for the current environment we enjoy today. Along came Retail 3 and Omnichannel retail, and the introduction of that buzzword Omnichannel that, you know what, I think we're all sick to death of hearing, but it's here to stay, which is our favourite here at Ivand. And it is what influenced and inspired us as a business to take technology and invest in this specific industry to build Ivand Retail, which basically addresses Retail 3. The retail industry's emergence into the omnichannel era was driven largely by the growth of e-commerce. Retailers became managing inventory across both brick and mortar locations and online channels using a unified approach that made it easier for customers to order, purchase and return goods across multiple endpoints. Welcome to Retail 4. This is an era where all systems, whether it be from the ERP to the warehouse, merchandising and the all-important point of sale, are completely and fully integrated. This level of integration provides a greater understanding of the consumer, which in turn helps retailers create a seamless commerce experience across all channels. And this is the ultimate that a retailer aims to still accomplish today. Data is integrated in real time. There is no waiting for systems to synchronize across all integration points. All your systems freely exchange data on the back end to give you that seamless experience on the customer-facing side, which is the important aspect of doing business for a retailer. And data accuracy is improved up to 95%, just by integrating a point of sale with an ERP solution. Now, if you don't have that in place right now, I would highly, strongly recommend that as a first step and should be your main action item after attending certainly this webinar, if not already embarked on. This is also where we move from reacting to customer demand to being able to anticipate customer demand. So essentially becoming more proactive. It's quickly becoming an industry best practice and not a nice to have. Retailers of all sizes are realizing the overwhelming benefits and return on investment from investing in integrated omnichannel solutions. Surviving and thriving in Retail 4 requires an investment in technology and people to face the pressures and challenges of the industry. Aberdeen Group did a survey of retailers this year and they identified some external pressures and internal challenges facing the industry, as well as some of the top strategies being adopted to alleviate the pressure and handle the challenges. One pressure that we hear all the time from our customers is the struggle to deliver the same shopping experience to their customers across all channels. About 1/3 of retailers feel this way according to the study. And the companion to that is that the reason why integrated omnichannel is so important is elevated customer expectations that came in at 44%. Internally, retailers are struggling with aging, legacy technologies, silo data and channels that operate independently of one another. But retailers are taking action and certainly addressing the pressures and challenges. We learned 35% plan to create a centralized view of data and 35% reported development of a multi-touch marketing campaign driven by omnichannel capabilities. Again, this is only possible in a Retail 4 integrated omnichannel environment. So what does a Retail 4 business look like? These retailers emphasize end-to-end visibility and communication to meet consumer demands. There are a couple of defining characteristics that we've noticed in organizations that run an integrated omnichannel operation. Let's learn a little bit more about these. The first characteristic of a Retail 4 retailer is consistency across the brand. As I mentioned on the previous slide, this is an era where there is intense pressure from customers to deliver. In an integrated omnichannel retail system, the consumer or the customer experience is uniform across all channels, whether it be in store, online, or from a mobile device, so that the consumer feels known and recognized regardless of their initial access point or final transaction platform. These capabilities should be targeted at increasing customer convenience through features like the ability to accept online order returns at the store and utilize reward points and loyalty cards regardless of the channel. They should also enable increasingly popular functions like click and collect or BOBUS and buy online, ship to store. Now, how does this translate into profits? Our customers that have adopted an integrated omnichannel approach report a 5% sales increase from implementing click and collect services alone in their stores. The second characteristic of a Retail 4 retailer is full, true, complete integration of all your retail management systems. Creating this single source of data eliminates silos between channels and operating units within the retail organisation. This is one of the actions we discussed earlier that was identified by Aberdeen in their study to handle the internal challenges faced by their organisation and the external pressures from shoppers to deliver across channels. On a practical level, it also eliminates the manual or double data entry that has bogged down omnichannel efforts up until this point. With a single source of truth, you can also more effectively harness the power of data analytics and artificial intelligence to create better forecasts. On the sales floor, it gives the sales associates with mobile POS capabilities to provide better customer service and upselling and cross-selling opportunities. And how does this translate into profits? Well, our customers report a 10% increase in sales from mobile POS assisted selling alone. The third characteristic of a retail for retailer is an inventory system that operates from a single stock pool. Transitioning to a single stock pool allows customers and stores to access inventory across the supply chain. With a system that manages inventory via a single stock pool, consumers can have visibility into inventory based on stock across all channels. If an item isn't available in store, the customer will know before they arrive and they can order it ahead of time. If the retailer has it for sale anywhere, retailers can fulfill customer orders directly from another store. A single stock pool also has benefits for the retailer. It decreases safety stock by up to 20%, which is quite significant for a retail business. More advanced retailers have certainly begun to use their brick and mortar locations as mini fulfillment hubs for store-to-store transfers, whether it be click and collect, BOPIS, BOSS services and any other configurations. And how does this translate into profits? Our customers report a 4% saving in inventory carrying costs. The fourth characteristic of a retail for retailer is they use data from all their channels to build a highly personalized marketing and communications plan to convert browsers into buyers, both in-store and online. Customers are connected at all times through their smartphones, whether they're browsing in the store while comparing prices of items on their phones or accessing the retailer's website. This leaves a trail of valuable personal data along the way. The availability of this data presents a marketing opportunity for all retailers to take advantage of. You can create a truly personalized and frictionless commerce experience that can improve transactions in both physical and digital channels. This involves building customer profiles based on, say, social media activity, purchase history, demographics also that allow you to anticipate your customers' needs in a way that was never before possible. Armed with this information, which you can appreciate is quite powerful, you can create targeted promotions and marketing messages that appeal and are relevant to the consumer. With real-time location data from customer phones, certainly these messages can even be geo-targeted with offerings for the nearest physical retail location, and hence the power of technology. So how does this translate into profits? Our customers report a 10% sales increase from the use of loyalty or CRM data. This retail for retailer that we've been profiling, the one with brand consistency across all channels, the one with integrated applications and systems, efficient inventory controls, and a sophisticated personalized marketing strategy has built an integrated omnichannel ecosystem. Sounds too perfect, right? So each component of the ecosystem is integrated and fully sharing data between the systems. Removing the barrier between data should always be the primary goal to attain a retail for organisation. The key in investing in all the different omnichannel capabilities and ensuring they are integrated, not just one here and there. This certainly does include e-commerce, loyalty programs, integrating implementing mobile point of sale in the physical brick and mortar store, managing inventory through the principles of omnichannel, and certainly and ultimately delivering that all-important customer experience. All omnichannel systems are not created equal. And certainly the challenge to find a digital store platform that addresses all of this out of the box is challenging in today's market. And you know what? Majority of them aren't fully integrated. So Ivan Retail is a digital store platform that does address the omnichannel capabilities required to deliver retail organization. Developed by CityX certainly helps a retail organization optimize business operations, therefore cultivating the customer engagement and capitalizing on retail trends to deliver the all-important customer experience. Our high quality and cost-effective integrated retail solutions will certainly help the retailer increase revenue, build customer loyalty, and reach new customers, lowering overall operating costs. And ultimately, that's what the business wants. The solution across the platform incorporates 6 modules. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, each module is designed to enable multi-channel within the system with an omni-channel influence in its approach. Whether it be your basic point of sale, though there's nothing basic about Ivan Retail, it is an enterprise class solution with feature-rich capability out of the box. Comes with e-commerce integration with Magento, reporting and analytics to enable the retailer to analyze their business, loyalty, whether it be to implement simple or loyalty programs, on customer promotions via Ivan passes, all of that available fully integrated across each module with out-of-the-box integrations to what the most popular ERPs in the market today. Each facet of our system, from the point of sale to reporting and loyalty, is truly integrated, as I touched on earlier. Further, we also do have an open API platform, as I mentioned, that does connect to any third-party solution that is necessary to complete the picture for a retailer, and has out-of-the-box ERP connectors, which is the single most important thing you can do for your organization. Enables you to realize your return on investment and reach those numbers. I shared with you throughout the webinar today that have been reported by our customers, certainly in those percentages, on how all of this translates to profit in the business. Knowing what shoppers want and how they choose to spend their dollars is an important first step. However, being able to execute any initiative to build out processes and services isn't possible without first having a truly integrated omnichannel solution in place. So technology is key. So the biggest enterprise-wide impact that we see is when our retail customers integrate their main systems. This is especially true for the ERP. It's vital that everything connects to it. When full true integration happens and they go beyond a simple point of sale, it gives the retailer the ability to drive business decisions with accurate real-time data. Which brings me to our upcoming release that I wanted to share with you all today, that is due later this week, of Ivan Retail version 6.6. With consumer demand for instant gratification, including 24/7 service, product and pricing information, same or next day delivery, and access to the latest trends, the speed of retail must constantly be accelerated. IVEN 6.6, our newest version, is the latest release designed for faster performance, ultimate reliability, and complete stability. IVEN Retail empowers retailers to reinvent themselves, boost their relevance, achieve speed with software designed to acquire, serve and retain customers. IVEN 6.6 will be generally available from October the 24th. And I should add here at this point, IVEN Retail is not a new solution in the market. We certainly haven't been in business for quite some time and used by the globe. Of the product where we have made significant investments to help retailers achieve that retail full status. IVEN Retail 6.6, in our opinion, represents a huge investment in R&D to take advantage of cutting-edge technology. We've brought together the best in the field, and we have certainly deliberated over 40,000 application testing hours to bring the release to market. The results are a redesign of our replication engine and platform architecture, designed with 64-bit technology, socket application program interfaces, multi-threading, and a GUID-based system key. We also included new capabilities for every role across the retail organisation, including implementers, systems, as compared to our previous versions, and processing transactions 150% faster on any 64-bit machine. The ability to pull reports and access data to gain insight to valuable data for the business. In fact, 45% faster inventory reports, 138% faster profit reports, 400% faster sales reports. So the overall trend here is certainly performance has increased quite significantly within this version. Reliability is up. Reliable and fast data replication through a radical brand new replication engine, which enables centralized view of all stores across the enterprise with an enhanced stability and reliability in its approach, and highly secure across the board. Stability achieved through the introduction of more than 51,000 test cases that are automated, okay, across 40,000 hours. Basically, continuous POS operations for 6+ months in our testing came back without a single crash. So we are very, very confident as a provider of omni-channel solutions to the retail industry that 6.6 is certainly a huge leap forward and impressive offering for the market. Just a little bit more to emphasize the challenge of siloed software. So siloed software has certainly proven a detriment to the entire retail enterprise. I shared with you earlier. It certainly does hinder those important benefits that go towards reducing costs and improving omni-channel capabilities across the board. IVEN Retail 6.6 does integrate seamlessly with the leading ERPs and other common customer-facing solutions to help retailers readily meet customer expectations and deliver omni-channel with ease. And if there happens to be an ERP that you are using that we don't cater for out of the box, you certainly can leverage the out-of-the-box open API to create those integrations. Integration is critical to remain competitive in today's retail environment. And certainly Ivan Retail 6.6, our greatest release ever, has been designed with new and enhanced integrations, including ERP connectors. Ivan 6.6 integrates with more ERP than any other omnichannel platform that exists in the market today. Today, we provide solutions for Sage X3, Sage 300 Cloud, Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central, SAP Business One, S4HANA, SAP ECC6, and SAP IS Retail, covering two-way real-time data synchronization for all enterprise master data from the point of sale and the back office transactions. The solution also, through its e-commerce integration to Magento based on RESTful API protocol, does deliver a best-of-breed hybrid business model for managing brick-and-mortar e-commerce and m-commerce operations, including order integration, stock status synchronization, gift card and loyalty points, all important for that omnichannel experience. The solution also delivers new to the market self-service checkouts. So the ability to deliver fast, easy and convenient service that puts control and privacy in the hands of the shopper, with inbuilt support for NCR self-checkout kiosks with just the toggle of a switch. Ivan 6.6 will be the latest release from the 24th of this month of Ivan Retail, which empowers retailers to reinvent themselves and achieve that retail full status that I've spoken to you about in detail today. So for everyone who attended today, we are going to share a copy of the Rise of Retail 4 ebook that I mentioned at the start of this webinar. And of course, if you have any questions in relation to either the content that I've spoken to you about this morning, or if after reading the ebook you wish to learn more, then you are certainly welcome to contact us directly. And on that note, I would like to thank everyone here today for showing interest in our webinar and certainly taking time out of your busy day to attend and listen. I would like to bring this webinar to a formal close and let you go back to the rest of your day. And again, thank you and hope to speak to you all soon.